What's up, guys? Vic, Slayer Nays. I gotta bear with me, guys. I've had a sinus infection since about my last video. I didn't know. I thought I had a cold, but it turned into terrible sinus infection. But my last video ended abruptly. I had a couple of my buddies, William Witters and some others, saying, "Is there going to be a part 2?" And I'm sorry about that. I just felt like an ass, so I didn't make one. But where we last left off was talking about the rigger motor. It looks a lot like Dracula. And if my video is skippy, I don't know why, but I'm not touching anything. I'm just showing you guys. But yeah, if you guys follow me, you know I hate when they got plastic-looking parts like the exhaust and all that, and the chrome seat. And it's going to do a makeover, just make it look more realistic. Put a nice set of wheels on it. May even put a little skeleton guy in the cockpit. But I really do like this. Let me know what you guys think about the rigger motor. A lot of people don't talk about it too much. Like I was saying on the last video, not really a fantasy casting, just custom from the 60s, which I am into a lot. And made this one the other day. Hopefully you guys aren't tired of gassers, because I ain't. Made this guy here. Put it down, zoom here. Trying to show you all the details of it. Or not. There we go. If you see the window there, I hand lettered the B-class gasser division. The lighting doesn't show very well, but the quarter panel there, I've always been into primer paint, and that would be representing Sick and Jello, like a modern primer. It's got back wheels off of a Rolling Thunder, and I just blacked them in. You can see the detail on those things. Typically you don't see much detail on those wheels, but you can see it there. A little center cap. And then the front wheels came from an M2, one of those where you get the multiple wheels in it. Of course, engine detail on there. Painted chrome trim just in the back. A lot of times gassers will be missing stuff. And made a Dixie tag and did the tail lights there. And of course, front details, and you can see the you could see it. And we got the B-class gas on the front there, as well. Master cylinder caps. This side's just your black Pino, but I thought that's pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think. Made that one, and I left the top. I thought it was kind of cool. I'm actually making one of those heat fleet gassers, the orange ones, and guy wants it weathered, and so I actually thought that the orange one looked better with clear windows, and this one looked better with the yellow windows, so I just swapped the windows. And then I cracked this guy. This was one of those M2 model kits, and I spoke to you guys. Might have been on Instagram. I don't know if I put it on video, but my buddy, I think it's TW Diecast 503, if I'm not mistaken, it sent me the older one here with the killer hood scoop on it, and I mentioned that this came out before I started collecting, so I missed out on it. I got the ZL1 and the hood scoop. And if you guys are familiar with the Grumpy Jenkins Camaro, Bill Jenkins, this car technically should have one of those. He was that was his token thing to put what they call the Grumpy lump. And a lot of these Camaros will either have the cowl induction, or they'll have the hood scoop, like a Baldwin Motion hood scoop or whatever. And so it's hard to find these, but this was one of those model kits that M2 puts out, and unfortunately, they make some really detailed cars. Everything's got a roll bar in it. The motor's nice with dual carbs. The grill detail, everything's really nice on it. But the only thing that I have a legitimate gripe about, come on, yeah, I got the dual carbs, is that the wheels they give you, sometimes they're very fragile, and it's hard as hell to put the tires onto the wheels. It's a very snug fit, and sometimes the wheels will get messed up really easily, which I'm not a fan of their front skinnies. Their front skinnies are way too tall, which bugs the shit out of me. With these, I love these cars, but those wheels are just too tall in the front. They're thin, but they're giant, and I always want to put Hot Wheels wheels on all of them. And so that's what I did here. It's got some Star Wars Rolling Thunder, I think it was, wheels on it, and got some yellow letter Goodyears on the back. But let me know what you guys think. I think it turned out cool. There's a little small discrepancy in the rear. I'm going to have to gently file in the back right there just to kind of get those rear wheels loosened up just a hair, not much. And I can't remember if I showed you guys this. I do the majority of my stuff here at work. You guys know that if you've been following me. But sometimes I don't have time to post or make a video. And the other night I'd done a couple of comic book tattoos. And at the end of the night, I literally had like 20 minutes before I was going home. And so I wanted a pool car to post some pics with backgrounds on my Instagram. And my friend had brought me this super sick racing champion. I like that pale yellow. It's just really cool. Well, I threw on a set of Mitch-matched M2 wheels. With only modification I had to make was making that axles a little bit shorter so that it would freely roll, and it's a good roller. And I put that little hitch on the back. And the way my trailer is, I made my trailer off of what is that thing called? Something, another hauler, where the bed slides back. I can't remember the name of the casting, but that's what I make trailers out of. And the way I've got the little loop that you hook it onto, you have to have a little bit taller trailer hitch. So that's why it's tall. Same with if you got low vehicles, I have to have the bigger hitch on it, taller hitch. And then once that trailer's hooked on, you can't hardly even see that. But I had to use this truck as a hauler truck. I thought it was really cool. But yeah, so enough of that shit. Let me know what you guys think. And my buddy I mentioned in the last video, Crimson Dot Twins 24. I've given him some Dodges and Plymouths out of my arsenal, my personal collection. And he came by the other day and he brought the new Chevelle for me. He knows I collect this casting, and you guys, if you've been collecting enough, know the Summit and all the different ones they got. The only one I don't have is the Gulf livery, the blue one, but I've got the Edelbrock ones and all that stuff. And this one's really nice, just with a wheel swap and a little bit of paint detail. The majority of them are a little too chromy on the inside, but I mean, I'm not gonna have to put a lot of effort into this car to make it nice. It's got some nice little Goodyear and Hotchkiss tampos on it. Really cool. Thank you, Mike. If you guys aren't following him, he's new to Instagram. Like I say, Crimson Dot Twins 24. He also brought these. He knows I like the trucks, so he brought me a C10. I think I have every color of this truck. It's one of my personal favorites. If you know me any length of time, one of my favorite hot rods I ever had in reality was a 70 with a 327 vet motor in it, and so I'm real into those. And of course the 62s and the 83s. And this was something I think he scored at like a thrift store. It's on a pretty nice card. It's from '07, and he came here to the shop and seen that I had a few different color variations of the Deuce Roadster. Look how good that card is, and that's an '07 card. And pretty nice shape. It's getting cracked, but just the point of it being that old and it's not been up anywhere. And then this new set, the racing circuit set, you can there you go. You can see the different castings that are in there. I know there's a Buick Grand National, and it's like an Australian Falcon or something like that in there, but it's a sedan. But I like, of course, the GTO. I know some of my homies, KP and some other people are into GTOs, Champion DJK and all them, but thought that'd be nice. Get rid of the chrome interior, a little bit of detail paint, some wheels. And then I'm not even typically into Fox bodies too much, but this casting, it don't seem like you see it enough, and in real life these cars are everywhere. They got a good wheelbase for drag racing, weight differential ratio, all that kind of jive, and this one looks pretty good. Like, again, just detail paint and get rid of those lame wheels. But I thank you, Mike, for bringing those to me. Those are super cool. And I don't know if I've shown this. Like I said, allergy medicines, who knows. But I'm going to do something sick with this. I have this one, and I have, let's say maybe an Archie Comics one or something. This thing's super nice. Again, it's in that whole, I think it's 67 to 72 C10s body styles. It's really nice. I could just take the tampos off the bottom and just change the wheels out. I'd rather have a different set of wheels, but it's a really nice casting. And then had a lot of people hitting me up through Instagram about doing customs, whether it be gassers or rusty or whatever. And one guy that I always communicate with, we just started liking each other's stuff and commenting and shooting the shit through Instagram, is Juiced Coop. And he reached out to me the other day and said, I keep up with your Instagram all the time with all your gassers, and I haven't noticed a white one. And it's a Target exclusive. And I told him I did have the one, and it's already drilled, and I already painted the interior, but I've yet to detail paint the motor, put the rubber tires, all the stuff that I usually do. And that one was from Panic Fan, and I thank you, brother. But I know he was going to send me one of those, and I don't know what else, but this little box came in today, and like I say, there's most likely that white gasket, but I don't know if there's what else might be in here. But super nice guy, Juiced Coop. If you guys don't follow him, and you check him out. He's super laid back. I also have another guy, 164th. He's going to be sending me the 70 Impala. I don't know if this camera is froze up. Yeah, there's a hiccup in there. Sorry, I'm not redoing this shit. Master pack. Ah, Lucy's. Oh yeah, he knows me. And these things look great with a wheel swap. I have I actually have the lettered tires off of the Tommy Boy GTX. Like that. right here. Another red gasser, and that will be some sort of custom. And let's see, this should be the main one here. Because, like I said, I got lucky. My buddy Panic Fan 77 sent me one because I could never find it at Target, and Juice Coop sent me another one, so I have one on card. And I thank you so much, buddy, for reaching out and being cool. Could never have enough gases and Silverados. I appreciate that, and once I eyeball your page enough, I'll put something cool in there for you. But if you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Let me know what you think, man. Comment. Don't be scared. Anyway, peace.